Hi, welcome back to my channel, Fabulously Frugal and Fancy. I'm Brandy. Today's video is a little different. I know I'm outside and our project today does take place outside. We are doing some outdoor arts and crafts with kids. Now I have two special guests with me today. My niece, who is 3 years old, her name is Elleira. My nephew, who is 12 years old, his name is Joey. And they really helped me out with this. They had a wonderful time. They really enjoyed this and their artwork turned out beautifully. So just let's do some fabulous artwork out here in the yard in this beautiful weather today, and I'll see you at the end.
Alright, so here I am going to put the paint in the balloons, and I thought about using that little funnel, but I didn't want to clean it every time, so I just held the balloon up to the paint and poured in some paint. There was no rhyme or reason to the amount of paint I put in each balloon, just squeezed a whole bunch of paint in, and then I used my little pump here that I got off Amazon, my balloon pump, tipped it to the side so I wouldn't dump out all of the paint. And you do make a mess, just be prepared, your hands will be all different colors. I did all of my balloons, I did 5 balloons for each painting because they were only 11 by 14. And here I have my niece, she is 3 years old, this is Elleira, and my nephew, he is 12 years old, this is Joey. And I got the tarp at Dollar Tree over in the, I don't know, the automotive section, I guess. And I put that on the ground. I put some bricks and logs to hold it down because it was a little windy. And I gave them a needle, just a sewing pin, with a little ball on the end so that they could pop their balloons. They are in old clothes. My niece actually is in a t-shirt that her mom bought for her to get paint all over, and she's popping it, he's popping it. Actually, I think he was a little afraid at first to start, and then he just is like, okay, and he got completely covered. It is messy, and the kids actually love it. They are, popping balloons. He decided he didn't want to get paint all over his glasses. And I'm just giggling as I'm watching them here. My niece was, holding him a little off of the canvas at first, kind of on the one corner there, but we did get her to move him around to the other, and they got covered. We had the water hose out, and we did spray them off afterwards. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. They just popped the balloons. I did 5 per canvas. You could do as many as you want. If you have kids that are older, you can hang the balloons above the canvas and they can throw darts at them. But with a 3-year-old, I figured darts were not a good idea. But they really enjoyed this. They just got covered in paint and their canvases. Now what I did is I went on my Cricut and I cut out vinyl in their name, and I put that on the canvas first. I just used black vinyl, the whatever I had, scrap pieces. And here I'm directing Elleira to pop it over the top parts because that didn't have any paint on it yet. And again, I did 5 balloons per canvas, but I put the vinyl down and they're popping the paint over top of the vinyl. And here's the second project that we did. This is after they had been sprayed down from the first time. And I let them choose the colors of paint that they wanted. And on my niece, I put the paint on hers, and I did not for my 12-year-old nephew. And here's the issue. He put way too much paint on his canvas. I mean, it was thick. It took it 2 days to dry. So I would recommend that you put the paint on them for them. And then here I'm just showing her, you use your straw. We gave them each a straw, and you just blow. And she's 3. She did not suck the paint up. She did not stick her straw in the paint. She didn't create any problems with this at all. I gave them a straw, poured the paint on there, and they just went to town blowing. And our dog is sitting there watching. Mo is always involved with all of our crafts, indoor and outdoor. She's always right beside us. She's a very sweet dog. So here they are just blowing the paint all over their canvas to make their straw art with the paint. And in hindsight, I would have done this one first because it wasn't as much fun as the second one for them. They liked it, they did have fun with it, but they didn't like it nearly as much as they did the popping the paint balloons. They had a lot of fun with that one. So if you were doing both of these at the same time like I did, I would recommend doing this one first, just so that, you know, it kind of builds up to the second one, which is a little bit more fun. But they did have fun with these, and they just kept blowing it around until they were happy with the way it looked. And that is it. It's so simple. It does make a mess. I bought all the paints at Dollar Tree, so I wasn't worried about them. See how thick his paint is on there. I wasn't worried about them wasting anything expensive. I just, I got Dollar Tree paints and Dollar Tree balloons, the straws we had at the house. Very easy, very simple. But they were so proud of their artwork in the end and how it all turned out. They both really loved it. They were excited to show off their art. This is before I took off um, the vinyl with their names. I did trace the letters just so that there was, total definition around the letters. Just traced it with an ink pen. And these turned out, they loved them and they were very proud of them and they had a lot of fun making them. Here's the two balloon art paintings together. There were even some metallic paints in there, as you can see the shine on there. And then here is the straw art. And again, they had so much fun. It's so easy. And the kids just loved it. Again, let them wear really old clothes, get really messy. They had a great time. And this is a fun activity before school starts back up again. They really loved it. Both ages, no problems whatsoever.
So, what did you think of the artwork? I know it's a little messy to get it all set up. It was me that got it all set up. I did make a mess. My hands were various colors, but the kids had a blast. They really enjoyed it. They had so much fun. And this is a craft that can be done with a wide variety of ages. Obviously, I had a 3-year-old and a 12-year-old, and they both had a blast with both of these art projects. And they just really enjoyed themselves. I enjoyed watching them. We had some other people watching, and it was just a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. Let me know in the comments down below if this is something you would try with your kids or your nieces or nephews or your classroom. You'd have to be prepared to make a mess. And my niece, she even wore a shirt that was brand new. Her mom got it at the Dollar Tree, and it was white and it had the word blessed on it. And then when she popped all the balloons, it sprayed all over the shirt, and now she has an art shirt as well that is decorated. And it was just a lot of fun. So we enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. And we will see you next time. I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.